Hey guys, it's Lyle. So excited when I read this that I actually just threw on a shirt and no pants, so, yeah. I was reading my YouTube stuff, just keeping up with what everyone was saying. Apparently I have an accent. I've never noticed this. I decided to say, you know what, maybe she's from like a very far away country, something like that. Commented on my channel, and she's from the States, so I was just sort of wondering, like, I have an accent? I've never really noticed this before, but then again it sort of got me to think too, like, if you got a bunch of people who, like, originally spoke a certain language, came over, and, like, just lived all in one place, talked together, I guess they'd figure they wouldn't have an accent either. Anyone speaking their native tongue would appear not to have an accent, I guess. But I don't know. It's just really weird, the thought that I actually have an accent, because, like, I've always figured Ontarians to be the people who have, like, speaking English have no accents, just because, like, I don't know, it's just because of our enunciation and stuff like that. And not to be an elitist bastard, no, that's not exactly, that's not at all what I'm getting at. It's just, like, I've always sort of thought, hey, I'm the guy who doesn't get an accent, that sucks. But it actually really made me happy to think someone thinks I have an accent, so that made me laugh and giggle a little bit. Right. The movie Carriers, don't go see it. A little while ago, I'd heard a lot of hype about it, and I was like, oh cool, I want to see this now. I rented it with my lady friend, and some friends. It was a good night, we had fun. But the movie wasn't good. I also watched Donnie Darko in the same day, though, but it's really hard to compete. Like, my first time seeing Donnie Darko, I must say that's an amazing movie. Like, absolutely amazing. Another movie that's good but not amazing, would be, what the hell is it called? I was just, Pandorum. Pandorum was really good. Action, it had, dirty girl with boobs. Yeah, she kept clothes on, but still had boobs. She's still a pretty girl. Dirty girl, though. That's a good movie. If you like the action, if you like the wow factor near the end of the movie, Pandorum's good for that. Going back a bit, but yeah, my first time seeing Donnie Darko. I must say, half the shirts that kid wears throughout the movie, I won. Like, he has the coolest clothing. Moving further back, Carriers. Carriers is a bad movie. The entire time, throughout the entire movie, do you guys want to hear the plot? Yeah, sure, Lyle, tell us the plot. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, like, okay, I'll tell you the plot. Nothing happens in this movie. Honest to God, like, they're in a van. Car. Stop it. They're in a car or something, driving down a road. Got some masks around their neck. Wow. Come across someone. At this point, you don't really know what's going on. Turns out, okay, they're running away from the infection. That's awesome. Be really bitchy to some family people. Family people break their gas can or oil socket, bullcrap, whatever that is. Go back. Somehow they convince the people that they can drive, and that these people who, whatever, like the dad and this little kid, to get in the back. Somehow they convince them of that, which is bullshit, because, like, the dad should have still been driving, so he had control over what was happening. In the end, they ditched the father. The main character's girlfriend gets ditched because she gets infected, and they kill off the main character, leaving the two Ivy League, like, douchebag kids with no personalities to survive. Like, hey, the girl that survives is a bitch. She has the brother, who also survives, kill his brother. Like, come on. How terrible is that? She doesn't even give it a second thought, like, oh no, this must be hard for her. She's like, here's a fucking gun, you deal with this shit, get me some keys, let's get out of here. Like, and basically there was no climax to this movie whatsoever. I think the highest point in the movie was when the one guy almost fell into the water, and that's not even that exciting, except for the fact that he would have gotten infected and died. But, like, I guess the reason that the movie wasn't that good was because there was no immediate threat. It was an infection. You only saw two infected, like fully infected people throughout the entire movie, like last stages, they were about to die, stuff like that. And there's just no fear factor to it. Like, what makes you afraid? These things don't bite, blah, 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 stuff like that. And if you go and look at the trailer for Carriers, it makes it look like a zombie movie. They show the infected person's eyes open. They have a scene where a shadow runs across the back wall, Link next to the Ivy League boy breathing in with his face mask really heavily. It insinuates that it's like a zombie sort of thing. And I think that they realized that their movie was so bad, so they just like tried to get people to come out to it, being like, yeah, it's a zombie movie. Sure. Yeah. You'll like it. But no, the movie sucks. Don't see it. Do not see it. I don't know, I've just been seeing bad movies lately. I honestly, horror movies don't scare me too much. One movie I really want to see, though, it's coming out in a bit, I think next week, The Human Centipede. This German surgeon, he sews the gastric systems of 3 people together and, like, makes a human centipede, which is absolutely disgusting. But the reason I want to see it is because, like, I've been looking for a really long time for a horror movie to actually faze me. Because horror movies don't really scare me. There is no horror movie out there that makes me go, oh god, I'm not going to sleep tonight. I used to, but I sort of really grew out of it. So I've always been looking for another horror movie that's going to just, like, keep me up at night. Not because I want to be kept up at night, it's because all the other horror movies have failed to do so. So I want to find one that I can go, yes, that was excellently put together, I was thoroughly afraid. And I don't even think the new Freddy Krueger movie is going to do that either, because I honestly don't think they have enough to go off of. I was scared of the Freddy Krueger movies when I was a kid, but when I grew up, I realized that the movies were actually quite silly. They didn't know how to turn it into a horror aspect, I guess, because they turned Freddy Krueger into too much of a comedic character, while many would debate that he was an excellent character, and I liked him as a character. As soon as you got into, like, the 4th, 5th movie or something like that, it just got bad. It just lost its value, because you started seeing the same stupid stuff over and over again. They basically beat this horse to a pulp, and honestly, the deaths and stuff like that, like the real catching point of the movies, just sort of started to get bad. I honestly don't think that they can redeem the series that much. They're just, I don't know. I could be completely wrong, and comment below if you think that I am wrong. Comment below on your thoughts on Human Centipede. That one's, I'm really excited to see that one. I am absolutely seeing Human Centipede. I want to be, actually it'd be pretty cool if I was completely alone in that theater, bringing a little smoke machine. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know, tell me if I have an accent. Comment below, or comment on my inbox or something. Get a hold of me if I have some sort of accent I don't know about, because I'd really like to know, so I can flaunt that shit. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's just about it today. I went on for a good 8 minutes and 50 seconds of bullshit. Well, it says it here, but it's gonna come up as something completely different. Another thing. I was watching a video the other day, and it came out really fast-forwarded, and I looked all jumpy and stuff like that, so I'm just gonna let you guys know that I'm not a schizophrenic. Yeah. But, alright. My name's Lyle Paps. It's been great talking to you guys. I hope to hear your responses soon, and maybe I could hope to get another 5,000 views on this video. Man, I got 5,000 views on my one Pokewalker video, which is ridiculous. And thank you for all the people who said I was handsome and cute. My ego just went up to 11. Haha. I'll see you guys later. Bye.